This little girl died in 1920, but scientists say her blood still flows today. How is this possible? Let's find out. What if I told you? Somewhere deep beneath the streets of Italy lies a child who died over 100 years ago, but still looks alive. Her skin glows softly under the glass. Her tiny eyelashes, still perfect. And some claim her blood still flows through her veins. Can you imagine that? A little girl who died in 1920, but her body never decayed. This is the haunting story of Rosalia Lombardo, known to the world as the Sleeping Beauty of Palermo. And today, we're going to uncover why scientists refuse to believe their own eyes. Stay with me till the end, because what's hidden beneath her eyelids will leave you absolutely speechless. It's the year 1920, in the heart of Palermo, Italy. A father, Mario Lombardo, holds his dying daughter in his arms, just 2 years old. Can you imagine that moment? The quiet house, the small heartbeat fading away, and the silence that follows. When Rosalia died, Mario was destroyed. He couldn't accept it. He refused to let her vanish into dust. He wanted his daughter to stay with him forever. So he found a man, Alfredo Salafia, a genius embalmer and chemist, a man whose skills bordered on the supernatural. Salafia made a promise no one had ever made before. I will keep her as she is, for all eternity. Would you believe anyone could keep that promise? What happened next still baffles science today. Salafia used a secret chemical formula, one he never shared, not with the church, not with the state, not even with his family. In his hidden notes, discovered decades later, scientists found the ingredients: zinc salts, formalin, glycerin, and salicylic acid. But the way he used them, that's still a mystery. Somehow, he stopped time itself. When the process was done, Rosalia looked as if she were simply asleep, her cheeks still soft, her lips still pink. Would you believe even her tiny bow-shaped mouth looked ready to breathe again? Salafia placed her in a small glass coffin beneath the Capuchin Catacombs of Palermo, a place that already held over 8,000 preserved bodies. But none of them looked anything like Rosalia. None looked so alive. Visitors often say that when you stand before her, it feels like she could wake up at any second. Some even swear they saw her open her eyes slightly. Would you dare to visit her tomb? Could you stand in front of someone dead for 100 years, who still seems to breathe? In 2009, scientists decided to uncover the truth. They used X-rays, CT scans, and 3D imaging to study her body. And what they found left them speechless. Her organs were perfectly preserved. Her brain, liver, and heart still visible. Even her blood vessels were intact. And inside them, a red substance that looked like blood. Would you believe it's possible for blood to remain after 100 years? How could chemistry alone keep a body so flawless? Down to the color of her skin? Even the scientists couldn't agree. Some said it was just the effect of zinc and formalin. Others whispered that this was something beyond science. Then came the chilling twist. In 2012, researchers noticed something strange. Rosalia's eyes seemed to move. A time-lapse camera showed her eyelids opening and closing slightly throughout the day. Her once closed eyes appeared half open, as if watching the world. Can you imagine walking into that tomb and seeing that? A mummy whose eyes slowly opened to meet yours. The footage spread like wildfire online. People called her the mummy that blinks. Scientists tried to calm the world down, saying it was just an optical illusion caused by the changing light. But deep down, millions still believe. Rosalia isn't just preserved, she's protected by something unexplainable. For her father, Mario, this wasn't science, it was love. He wanted her to rest as if she was just taking a nap, not gone forever. When you look at her face, you can feel that love. Her peaceful expression, her tiny hands folded across her chest. Wouldn't you do the same if you could never say goodbye? Wouldn't you want one last moment, frozen in time? Rosalia became more than a mummy. She became a symbol of eternal love, proof that even death couldn't break a father's heart. So now, a century later, we still ask, how is this possible? How can a child from 1920 still have soft skin, visible veins, and hair that hasn't faded? How can her blood still look alive inside her veins? Science says chemistry. Believers say miracle. But no one, not one person, has fully explained it. Would you dare to look at her in person, to stand face to face with a child who seems ready to wake up any moment? Because if you do, you'll understand why even scientists step back in silence when they see her. Today, Rosalia still rests inside her small coffin, deep beneath Palermo, her face calm, her beauty eternal, and her mystery untouched. She is the best preserved mummy in human history, and the one we still can't explain. As the years pass, her legend grows. Some say she's proof of science's genius. Others call her a miracle. But one thing's certain, her story will outlive us all. She may have died in 1920, but even now she reminds us that love, faith, and mystery can last forever. So, tell me, do you believe Rosalia Lombardo's body is a miracle of science or something divine? And if you had the chance, would you dare to visit the girl who still looks alive after 100 years? Because some mysteries aren't meant to be solved, they're meant to be felt.